Hello students, welcome to your Maths 1 online teaching session. In the previous session, we have started with revision of the 5th chapter, that is probability. Let us continue further the revision of the same chapter. In today's session, I will be taking revision of coin tossed. Now as you know, you have sums based on 1 coin tossed, 2 coin tossed together and 3 coins tossed together simultaneously at the same time. Yes, so let us see the sample space one by one. The sample space for 1 coin tossed is as easy as head or tail. There are only 2 elements in it, so n of s will be equal to 2. Yes, sample space for 1 coin tossed is ht and n of s is equal to 2. Then we have learned about sample space for 2 coins tossed. Now when 2 coins are tossed together, what are the possibilities? Either both are head, on both the coins I will get head, that is HH, head on the first coin, tail on the second coin, then tail on the first coin, head on the second coin, and then tail on both the coins. So these are the possibilities when 2 coins are tossed together. In this case, n of s will be equal to 4. I hope you are understanding it. All these things we have already done. Let us quickly revise it. See this, the sample space or the total outcomes when 2 coins are tossed is HH, HT, TH and TT. Yes, so like this there will be 4 elements. N of s will be equal to 4. Right? Okay. Then we have also learned about 3 coins tossed together. What will be the sample space when 3 coins are tossed together? Now here I have represented a tree diagram in order to make it clear to you. See what is done. This is the first coin, second coin and third coin. Now try to understand. On the first coin, there are 2 possibilities. Either it is head or tail. Correct? Now when we come to the second coin, there are again 4 possibilities like this. Why 4? See, when head is on the first coin, then on the second coin either it can be head or tail. Yes, when tail is on the first coin, on the second coin again it can be head or tail. Yes, so each possibility further has 2 possibilities like this. H on the first coin, on the second coin it can be H or T, head or tail, correct? When it is tail on the first coin, on the second coin again it can be head or tail. Same thing has to be done for the third coin. Try to understand. Let us understand it like this. First coin head, second coin head, third coin also head. Okay, so H, H, H. This is the first outcome. What is the second one? First coin head, second coin head, but the third coin it will be tail. Yes, so what is the second outcome? H, H, T. See this, H, H, T. I hope you are understanding it. Like this we can write all these elements. Go for the next one. Head on the first coin, tail on the second coin, but head on the third coin. So which is the next one? H, T, H. See this, H, T, H. Yes, I hope it is clear to you now. Yes, so like this you can write all these elements. There is one more method to remember it, or a clue or a hint to remember. Anyways you understand it, or the horizontally by writing like this. Vertically also you can understand it. See this way. If you want to write the sample space, now you can write this 4 times h when you are writing the sample space vertically. 4 times h, then 4 times t. Yes, then on the second coin what you will write? HH 2 times, then TT. Follow the same pattern, HH and TT. On the third coin what you will write? HT, HT, HT and HT. See, there is a pattern which has been followed when you are writing the sample space vertically. What is that pattern? When you are writing the sample space vertically, you can write like this 4 times H and 4 times T. Yes, and after that you can continue on the second coin. What you will write? HH TT, like this, HH TT, and on the third coin HT 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 HT, like this you can write. So like this you will get all these elements. N of s in this case will be equal to 8. So when 3 coins are tossed, number of elements in the sample space is 8. I hope this concept is clear, how we are getting this outcomes and how we write the sample space for 3 coins tossed together. Okay, anyway you understand it, see that all these elements are written. Now based on this, we will be solving few sums today. Now the most frequently asked question based on coins is either questions based on at least or at the most. So let us see that. This is the first question. In a simultaneous toss of two coins, find the probability of getting exactly one head, at the most one head. Okay. Now this is simultaneous toss of two coins. So what will be my sample space elements in the sample space? It will be HH, yes, either HT or TH or TT. These elements will be there, two coins tossed together. N of S will be equal to how much? 4. Yes. Now let's see the first condition. What is the first condition? I want exactly one head. Okay. Exactly one head means, now see here, this is exactly one head. Yes, this is exactly one head. So there are only two elements in this. This one cannot be considered, neither this can be considered. Exactly one head. So these are the two possibilities of my first event. Yes, so n of A, suppose I write that event as A. So n of A will be equal to 2 and n of S is 4. So you can find the probability. I hope this concept is clear. Yes, so let's see how sample space can be written. The sample space is written as HH, HT, TH and TT. Total events or n of S is how much? 4. Yes. Now we come to the first event that is given. Let A be an event. This is a way to write it in the exam as well. You need to define it by some alphabet, an event. Okay. So let A be an event of getting exactly one head. So there are two possibilities. Either it can be HT or it can be TH. So n of A will be equal to 2. Very important to write the formula. How many times ever you are finding the probability, have the habit of writing the formula. So P of A is equal to n of A upon n of S. So that will be 2 upon 4, which can be further reduced to 1 upon 2. Do not convert it into decimal point. It has to be left as a fraction. So the answer of the first event is 1 upon 2. I hope it is clear. Okay. Now let us come to the second important part of the question. This is what I have told you, at the most and at least. Now at the most one head means maximum one head. Yes, more than that I don't want. If less than that is there, should be considered. Understand this statement again. At the most means maximum. Understand this. Remember this. Maximum one. Yes, more than that I will not take, but less than that can be considered. Okay, so at the most one head means first I will take this, then I will take this. Yes, at the most one head. More I will not take, but even if it is not there, should be considered. So this is very important. TT will also be considered when we are talking about at the most one head. Okay, so make this concepts very clear. Let us see the second one. Let B be an event of getting at the most one head. As I have explained you, HT and TH definitely will be there. Maximum one head. Yes, even if it is not there, it has to be taken. So TT also will be taken. HH will not be taken because then it will be more than one. At the most, maximum one, not more than one. Yes, less also can be considered. So TT also has to be taken. Remember this. So number of elements in this event will be 3 and probability of this will be P of B is equal to n of B upon n of S. So that will be 3 upon 4. Now this cannot be further reduced. So please don't try to convert it into a decimal point. Leave it as a fraction. I hope it is clear. So P of B will be equal to 3 upon 4. Okay. Right. So write it fast. We'll move on to the next question. The next question is, a coin is tossed 2 times. Now a coin, do not get confused. A coin, it doesn't mean that you have to write the sample space for one coin. Read it further. It is given a coin is tossed 2 times. Yes, so it is the sample space of 2 coins tossed together. Find the probability of getting at least one head. Now I told you at the most and at least. These are the two important type. Let us see this now. Yes, the sample space will be same as we have written for the previous one. The sample space is given as HH, HT, TH and TT. N of S will be equal to 4. Now let us understand the meaning of this word. At least one. Yes, minimum one. At least one. More also has to be considered. This is the other way. At the most, what I told you, at the most one head means Maximum 1, even if it is not there, should be considered. And at least means what? Minimum 1 means this will be there, this will be there. Yes, even if more is there, that also has to be considered. Okay, so see this, let A be an event of getting at least one head. This is what I told you, this will be definitely there, one head, one head. Yes, minimum 1, more also has to be considered. So that is the reason HH is taken, not TT. Many students do mistake in this. Understand this concept. At least 1, minimum 1, even if more is there, can be taken. Okay, so HH also has to be taken. N of A is equal to 3. P of A will be N of A upon N of S. So that automatically will become 3 upon 4. It cannot be further reduced. Leave this as the final answer. I hope this sum is clear. I have taken one sum of at the most and one sum of at least. I hope this concept is getting clear. Yes? Okay. Now one more sum I have taken of 3 coins tossed together. See, 3 distinct coins are tossed together. Find the probability of getting at least 2 heads, at the most 2 heads. Both concepts I have included in this 3 coins tossed together. Right? So let us see. This is a sample space. The sample space is given as HHH, HHT, HTH, THH, HTT, THT, TTH and TTT. This is the sample space having 8 elements. So N of S will be equal to 8. Now let us go back to the first event. It is told that at least 2 heads. Yes. Minimum 2. More also should be considered. Try to understand. At least word is there. Okay. So minimum 2. More also has to be taken. So let's see first how many are there which is having 2 heads. So this has to be taken. This has to be taken. This has to be taken. After this, all this will not be considered because they are having 1 head. So at least 2 means minimum 2. I have to consider even this one. More also has to be taken. So these are the 4 elements which are the events, elements in this event. Which are they? This first 4. See this? Yes? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay? I hope it is clear. So let's see how it can be written. Let A be an event of getting at least 2 heads. Now see this. First this is written and then HTH and then THH, and even if more is there has to be taken. So this also has been taken, HHH. Okay. So N of A will be 4. Probability will be 4 upon 8. Can be reduced to 1 upon 2. So this was a concept when 3 coins are tossed and we want at least 2 heads. Same thing can be asked as at least 2 tails or at the most 2 tails. So be very careful and read the question properly and accordingly solve. Okay. So let us go to the next question. Next event, in fact, that I wanted at the most 2 heads. So this is the sample space. Event B is of getting at the most 2 heads. Means what? Maximum 2. Yes, maximum 2 head. Even if it is not there, has to be considered. So see this, 2 heads. Yes, 2 heads. This is okay. Even this, even this. 1 also can be taken. Less number is to be considered. 2 I want definitely. Maximum 2. Even if 1 is there, that has to be taken. This has to be taken. This has to be taken. Not there also has to be considered in the case of at the most. I hope this concept is clear. You're not getting confused. Yes, at the most, even if it is not there, it has to be taken. Yes, at the most 2 heads. So these are the 7 even, except the first one. Yes, except the first one, you have to consider all the other elements. So how many we have? 7. N of B is equal to 7 and probability of B will be 7 upon 8, and this cannot be further reduced. This is our final answer. So I think this concept of at least and at the most is clear to you. In today's session, I have included sums based on at least and at the most. Based on this, I am giving you 2 practice sums. Please try to do it. It is based on the same concept. It will be helpful for you. Yes, as a revision sums. So first one is 3 different coins are tossed together. Find the probability of getting exactly 2 heads, at least 2 heads, at least 2 tails. So I have given all the concepts here. See, at least 2 heads and at least 2 tails. So try to do it. Same type we have done today. So it will be easy for you. Next question is, a coin is tossed 2 times. So this is a sample space. for a coin tossed, two coins tossed together. Okay, find the probability of getting not more than one head. So this is also done. I hope you will be able to do it. Try both the sums on your own. Okay, so with this I come to the end of this session. I hope this type of sums, any sum in fact, based on coins, you will be able to do. Next session we will take some other part of the same chapter, maybe cards or something. We'll meet in the next session. Complete your book till here. Thank you.